So this is your review for the final for the second 9 weeks. I hope it will be helpful. Number 1, which of the following equations passes through the point 0.05 and is parallel to this line? The main thing you've got to remember is that the slope is equal to negative a over b, because we have standard form and it's on that chart in the classroom. Now our a here would be 4, our b is 3, and our c is 6. So that slope is going to be negative 4 over 3. So all you have to do is look to see, okay, this one's not negative 4 over 3. Whoops, that one is, and the other ones you might as well forget. So this is your answer. Then on number 2, this is where we're doing transformation. Damien graphed the line f of x equals x plus 6, and then Oscar graphed the line f of x equals x minus 4 on the same coordinate plane. What statement best describes the line that Oscar graphed? Well, if you think about it, nothing changed with this part right here. This part stayed the same. So we need to think about what happened between 6 and negative 4. So we're counting, well, till 0, we've got 6. And then from 0 to negative 4 is 4. So we're taking away 10. So this is going to be minus 10. That's what we shifted from here down to there. So the only one that has minus 10 is this one. So you got to kind of think logically. The one on the exam is going to be much like this. So let's go look at the next one. This one is a perpendicular. So we talked about perpendicular lines today, where we said that the slope of a perpendicular line is always the negative reciprocal. But I called it flip and change because that is easier to understand. So here's your slope right there, because this is in y equals mx plus b. And negative 3 over 1 is what we're working with. Now remember this little sign right here, this upside down T is for perpendicular. So what we do is we flip this fraction. So then that would give us 1/3. But instead of it being negative, we're going to change that sign so it stays positive. So the only thing we're looking for over here is that 1/3. So which one has 1/3? Right there. And that's it. It doesn't get any easier than that. Okay, this one is a little bit different because it's asking you about points on a line or on a graph. So here you have a coordinate grid and they graph this on there. And you can do it in the calculator, but they're going to give you this anyway. But now they changed it to 2x minus y is greater than 3. So notice there is no equal sign, so no equal. That means on the line does not include points. So here we need to figure out, first of all, is it going to shade down or is it going to shade up? And you can do that in the calculator very easily, and you're going to find out that it's going to shade down. So because this is going to be a negative, and here we divide by a negative. So, don't worry about it. Just do it in the calculator and it's easier. So first you plot 3, 0. So you go 1, 2, 3, 0. Okay, that one works. We're wanting the one that's not in the solution. 2, 1. So 2, 1. Whoa, it's on the line. But is it included? No, because it does not include the points. So this is the one that doesn't work. All of the other ones, if you try them, they will work. So like I said, much of this is a lot like the exam, so you shouldn't have any problems. All right, number 5. So we've got the graph of the parent function f of x equals x graphed. And we want to know what happens to the line, and the y-intercept is going to be changed to -7 and the slope is 3. So that would look like this. The slope is going to be 3x minus 7. So from the other function, from this one to this, what happens first of all? Well, my slope is going to increase, because it's gonna, instead of being like this, it's gonna go up more like that. Because first it was like this. So here's your xy axis and it would go up like that. Now the second thing is the y-intercept is gonna go down 7. So you would end up down here somewhere. Let's say this is -7. And those are the two things that are happening here. I don't remember how it's worded, but there's something like this on the exam. Now the next one, it asks you to graph again, and I strongly suggest you put both of them in a coordinate grid on the calculator and see what happens, because I'm gonna have to do it by freehand and it's gonna stick. I was going to say something else, but that's not very nice. Okay, so coordinate grid. Here we go. And my little things are so perfect. So we start at 2, and we go up 1 and to the right 4. So that's about right here. And then we go down 1 to the left 4. So that's about right here. Oh my goodness, that looks horrible, but oh well. So that's this line. That's this one. The original one, this is the new one. The original one starts at -2, so we're up down here. And that one goes up and to the right 4 as well. And it goes down and to the left 4 also. Oh boy. So right about here. And it looks like this. So these two lines obviously are parallel to each other. But we're wanting to look at what happened with the x-intercept and what happened with the y-intercept. So look at this x-intercept over here. It's all the way over there. So if I'm starting on the positive end and going this way, that's going negative. So I'm becoming less. So this is going to decrease. X-intercept, it decreases. Now with the y-intercept, we're starting at -2 and we're going up. So up means positive. So the y-intercept increases. There you go. So you have to look really carefully on what happens. And you got to remember which one's the first one and which one's the second one. Otherwise, you're going to get it wrong. Here, this one, it's fairly easy. You just put it in the calculator menu, 3, 2, and then it gives you that thing where they have the 2 boxes. And you just do this on the calculator part. So on Scratchpad. Not on the graph. Oh, I'm going to put that down, not on graph. Whoops. So here we go. And once you do it, I think it comes out to 2,3 if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong because I don't have a calculator on me. So let's just say tentatively the answer is 2,3. But you should be able to do this without any problems. Now, inequalities, we didn't really go over them that much, but it's all right. We can still do this. All you got to do is you putting this in the calculator just the way it is. You go on the graph. We're going menu 3, 2, and then you're going to put in this equation. So it's going to go 3x plus 2y Now you want this symbol right here, which is a less than or equal. So you're gonna have to press the control button. I think it looks like this, and equals. And the equals button after that. And then you're gonna look for the one you want, and then put that one, and then the 4. And what this one's gonna do, it's going to end up being this side, because here we're not dividing by a negative, so the sign doesn't change. So this one right here would be your answer. It's very easy. All you gotta do is use the calculator. If you know how to work that thing, you're golden. All right, so that's the first page. Oops, I got the other page too. Okay, here we go. Number 9. Number 9. It's gonna be shown on a graph. So you need to be able to graph it. And this one, when you graph it, I don't remember what the answer is. I'm going to be honest with you because I don't have a calculator handy. But it tells you all the ways what you need to do. You need to graph the menu 3-2, enter the first equation, then you press tab to enter the second. Now remember, to get the intersection, it has that little dotted line thingy and with that little hand on it. Well, you click it, and then you move it to the right or to the left depending on where you are, and it'll go over your whatever your answer is, and it'll tell you, oh, it's right here, this is the intersection. So that's pretty easy. All you gotta do is calculator. All right, now here, this one, this is so easy, it's almost gonna make me cry because I don't know why they would put something like this on the test. All right, so this is 2 systems of equations, or these are 2 systems of equation. God forbid I say it wrong. What is the solution to this system of equation? Well, you gotta look, where are x and y equal? Okay, negative 3, 8, negative 3, 5, nope. Negative 1, 3, 0, 3, and negative 1, 3, nope. We got 2 and 7. Ooh, look, we got a 2 and 7 here. Guess what the solution is? 2, 7. Yay! Good for me. I did it. This one is so easy, it's almost pitiful. The next one is a little bit harder because you do have to do a little bit of work here. And it's talking about Maribel, and she loves to run. And her goal is to burn at least 500 calories. And she kept running a total time of X, and the calories she burned was Y. And here is her little chart. Now we want to know how many calories did she burn for every 10 minutes she worked out. Well, so we want to know for 10 minutes. We've got 15 minutes here, and we've got 5 here. So we could actually just divide this by 2 and we would get the answer. But why not? Well, I guess we could do that. So why not just go 60 times 2? Because 5, she got 60. So that would make sense. 10 would be this times 2. So 5 is 60. So in that 10 minutes, that would be 2 times 60, which gives me 120. And that would be your answer. I believe this one is a fill in the blank, so you are going to have to know exactly what you're doing. I don't know how well I did with the spacing here, so that's why we're not using that. I could be off by a lot. Now the next one, it uses the slope formula, and I do believe we went over this. It should be on the wall somewhere. Remember, we have y2 minus y1, and then x2 minus x1. So here's the 2, and here's the 1. So this is y1 and y2. So we got 4 minus 6 over, so we got x2 x1.